This is a country where you don't have to be curvy as a woman to be special. It's common among them, you know. God bless them with that. Their skin, their curves, nyash for that matter. Don't worry. I know what you are thinking, but please don't conclude yet. God decided to bless them with that. And so there is nothing you can do about it. Whether you like them or not, you have to admire them for that matter. They are beautiful and unique. Hey, the kind of things that they were doing. Hey, I remember they'll be there, they'll be talking and then undertone, and then they will be removing something. One will be removing something from the other side, and they will be swinging something like that. And then before you realize, I say, hey, my fellow Ghanaians, come and see something. Oh. Welcome to my channel. My name is Bra Jones, and it's your only bra from Ghana, living inside South Africa, aka Tabo, aka Tapelo, aka Temba, aka Sipo, aka Bongani, aka Sifiso, aka Sibosiso, aka Karabo, aka Stolani. Whatever South African name you call me, I accept. Call me your South African brother. Guys, if this is the first time you're coming across channel, please consider subscribing. Subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, may God richly bless you and bless your handiworks and make us all rich. You know, this is a travel channel with me, your bra, from Ghana, and I'm living inside South Africa. I'm talking about the positivity. I'm talking about the culture. I'm talking about the good vibes, the policies, the systems, everything positive. This channel is always about positivity. We don't have time for negativity. And so, yeah, if this is the first time you're coming across, please subscribe. Subscribe and give this video a like. Like this video. And let's take this particular video viral. And you know, once it remains a travel channel, we are someday going to go outside South Africa and then show Africa to the world. And then definitely one day we are going to go into the world and then show the world to the world. And so please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe and then give this video a like. Okay, thank you. Let's go. So I've said it and I will say it again that South Africa is like a dream African country for most African countries' citizens to visit. And that's true. Though people have diverse opinion about this country as to it being xenophobic, crime prone, and etc. etc. Well, that's your opinion. But in as much as you've seen and heard on the internet or wherever and concluded that South Africa is whatever that you think it is, it doesn't also dispute the fact that this country is doing so well for its citizens and it's making a part of Mother Africa a best place to be, so long as good living is concerned. It's been 2 years in the month of March since I left my country, Ghana, to South Africa. Wow, 2 years already. How time flies. It's been 2 years and it still feels like it's yesterday. Wow. And my staying here in South Africa has been awesome. Trust me, whether for the good or the bad, we give all glory to God for life. So as a Ghanaian living in South Africa, even though I've been here for a while, 2 years, but trust me, I still have new experiences and discover new stuff almost every time. When me, I thought I've been here long enough and so I've seen it all in this country. But hey, Mzansi teaches me that when you haven't seen anything yet, so long as culture and way of life is concerned. So today, I'm talking about some of the things that I've discovered in this country that appears and are done differently in my country, Ghana. I know that we are Africans, and as a continent, we share a lot of common values with regards to our culture. Yes. But trust me, there are still some jaw-dropping ones that when you come across in other countries, more especially in South Africa, you'll be like, ah! And the first one that I'm going to talk about is how South Africans show affection, even in public places. So in South Africa, it is okay for people to show affection in public places, like kissing, like hugging, like smooching, and etc., etc., holding hands, and etc. It is okay in South Africa for people to show this kind of affection wherever and whenever they find themselves. And it is okay, it is accepted. There is nothing wrong with it. And so in South Africa, sometimes you will be at the malls or on the street And then you see people in relationships holding their hands, hugging, kissing, smooching, etc., etc. And no one sees nothing wrong with it. I remember when I started my YouTube channel. Yeah, the first place that I did my video was in Akunok. Yeah, those of you who has been following me for a long time, you know how I started this YouTube channel. Yeah, one day I'll tell my story. And so I'm in Mpumalanga. And so those of you that knows a place here called Akunok, yeah, that is where I started. And so I bought a taxi, and I was in the taxi going. At a point in time on the road, I heard those sounds, you know, you know what I mean. What is happening? So I turned back, and then I realized, some love thing they go on for the back seat. I was like, it was my first time. I was like, hey, what is happening here? So the next thing I did was I was looking around to see the faces of everyone in the taxi. And there was no reaction. People were just smiling, and it was like, all right to them. And I was like, wow, what a country. And so, yeah, they were kissing in the car, in the taxi. And no one saw nothing wrong with it. Wow. And another incident that happened was in KFC. I remember I happened to follow a friend to KFC. And for the first time, I saw couples. I think they were having a date there. Yeah. And hey, the kind of things that they were doing. Hey, I remember they'll be there, they'll be talking, and then undertone, and then they will be removing something. One will be removing something from the other side, and they will be swinging something like that. And then before you realize, I said, hey, my fellow Ghanaians, come and see something. Oh. Wow. But this is in Zamzi for you. Oh, yeah. And so it was normal here. It wasn't like people were curiously looking at them, apart from me, because it was my first time. Oh, yeah. People were okay. They were normal. Everyone was going about their businesses there. And it didn't bother anyone. Yeah, except for me being a Ghanaian, a villager. I remember I told you guys some time ago that I am a keyboardist. And I live here with a man of God, right? Yeah, so there was this incident that a chorister in the church, she is South African. Yeah, and so it happened that one day she met a colleague at the workplace on the street. And now the colleague, it was a male colleague. Yeah. And then the male colleague gave her a hug and then a peck on the chin. No strings attached. But there was this Ghanaian lady. She was also here new. She wasn't really used to such kind of affections, yeah, by South Africans. And so the next service, she went and then reported to the man of God. The man of God is also a Ghanaian. My father, Prophet Wisdom. He's also a Ghanaian. And so when he reported her, he said, hey, Papa, I saw this blah, blah, blah. And the way they were doing, they were hugging, he gave her a peck on the street. So the man of God said, for him, he has been here for a long time, so he knows South Africans. You know, it's part of their culture. It's nothing. And so he listened to her. And so he said, it is so easy to take a Ghanaian from Ghana, but it's not easy to take Ghana out of her. Hey, meanwhile, this Ghanaian sister, I know she's going to watch this video and she's going to laugh. Meanwhile, this Ghanaian sister, at that time, she was having a boyfriend here. She has come to meet a boyfriend here that she sleeps with all the time. But she doesn't see that because she has not been called. She doesn't see that too. She didn't see that as a sin. You see hypocrisy. Oh my God, South Africa. But it is not like that in Ghana. It is not acceptable to show affection in public places, all in the name of love. Like in the malls, in taxis, on the street. No. It's a no. Oh yeah, it's not allowed. Not even married couple. It's not accepted there in Ghana. No. It's kind of, I don't know what to say. It's kind of disrespect. You understand? That is how we call it there. Yeah, and so it is never acceptable for you to show such kind of affections like kissing, hugging, smooching, holding hands and stuff in public places. No. Not even when you are married. Not even when you are with your husband or wife. In public, no. When you do that, you are seen like you lack manners. Yeah, and so anybody at all that sees you can shout at you to stop. Oh yeah. But in South Africa, it's different. Yeah, it's different, totally different. Yeah. Even students, sometimes you realize they've closed and you realize a boy and a girl standing at the roadside, they are doing their and their and all you can do is to watch, greet, and pass if you don't mind. Yeah, but in Ghana, you cannot do that. Yeah, before you realize someone has gone to call your parents to come and see what you have found doing on the street. And when they come and then see you doing such, hey, you chop some slaps from the behind and yeah, that's Ghana for you. So yeah, a Ghanaian may not be one to show love or affection by sending flowers, kissing, hugging on every occasion, though, especially in public places. Trust me, a Ghanaian can go weeks or months without uttering the words, I love you. Oh yeah. So as Ghanaians, we speak different language of love. And our love language can be seen and expressed in act of service and sometimes through cash. Oh yeah. We are givers, man. So the next thing I'm gonna dive into is the smoking of cigarettes in public places. Yeah, so in Ghana, it's actually prohibited for one to smoke in public places. In general, it is not illegal for one to smoke cigarettes, but you cannot smoke it in some public places. And so some people smoke in their room, in bushes, and in remote areas where there isn't a lot of people, mostly in spots where they sell alcohol and cigarettes. Yeah, they call it tavern here in South Africa. Yeah, and so you go there, you buy your drink, you buy your cigarette, you sit down, you smoke, you drink. After, then you move out. Yeah, and so when you are found smoking in public places, anybody at all can ask you, shout at you to stop drinking or smoking. Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about it, be it young or old. In public, you have to put off the lights. Oh yeah. But here in South Africa, I find it to be different. Apart from places where smoking and drinking is restricted, like in the malls, inside the malls, schools, and hospitals. It's like people smoke wherever and whenever they feel like. You can sometimes be on the street and you see people smoking whilst they are walking, and no one says nothing wrong with it. No one attacks them, and it's like normal. And I'll be like, wow. Sometimes you see them holding their bottles of beer in their hands on the street, and it's like they are even proud of it. Holding it like that. Wow. And that reminds me, there was this festive season, I think this Easter. Yeah, just this Easter. Yeah, I was buying from one local restaurant. It was a pap and chicken dust restaurant on the street. And festive seasons, people don't really cook at home like that. They buy from outside a lot. And so, yeah, there was queue, a long queue. So I was in the queue and come and see people were smoking like that. About 10 of them. Everyone was smoking. And for them, it's normal. And so they just inhale and then they exhale, forgetting who is standing there. And I was in a queue. As a Ghanaian, I was very quiet. No one understands my language. And the smoke was coming at me. And I was like, I don't know whether I should inhale it or exhale it. If I leave the queue, someone will come in. Hey, wow. On the street, some of them were holding their beers. They'll be like, oh. And one thing I like about South Africans, like a group can share one beer. Wow. They are so caring. South Africans are so caring. They are so supportive in every aspect of their lives. Oh, yeah. Sharing is caring. That is the definition of South African citizens. Oh, yeah. One beer, a bottle of beer, you realize they will be in group and one will drink and then will be passing it on. Wow. In public, even sometimes. Oh, yeah. And so I was in the queue and they were drinking and then he will be passing it. I will be in the middle. He will be in front. He will pass the drink to the other person and then he was asking if he's done, he should give it to him. And hey, and the smoke will be coming at me. You know me. And I was like, yeah. In Ghana, hey, you'll be crucified. You standing in the queue and then smoke. Hey. But this is essay for you. Yeah, it's a different culture. Yeah, in a different country. Yes. And so you have to bear with it. If you think it is above you, you better leave and then go to your country. Oh, yeah. South Africans are so loving. One thing I like about them, they are like, they don't really care. Yeah, they can stand anywhere on the street and then eat. You realize they will be having their bakkie on the street, and they will open the back of the bakkie, and then they will be putting a food, and people will be gathering, and then they will be eating on street, and it's nothing. In Ghana, Ghana, we like packaging. Everything you have to package it. Oh yeah, yeah. And so yeah, I find it to be different. And the next thing that I'm going to talk about, which happens to be my last one, is this one that whenever that I see it, it leaves my jaw dropping. Oh yeah, it is the wearing of mini skirts or short school skirts by South African female students. The length of South African female school uniform, oh my God, it's very short. See, South African women are so blessed in nature. You know what I'm talking about. God bless South African women with body, like their skin, their curves, nyash for that matter. Don't worry, I know what you are thinking, but please don't conclude yet. It's not what you are thinking. Nyash is just an African thing, you know. And with South African women, whether slim, slender, or fat, you know, they are so unique and beautiful. This is a country where you don't have to be curvy as a woman to be special. It's common among them, you know. God bless them with that. And so it's like almost every South African woman has got it. Beauty. Oh my God. God decided to bless them with that. And so there is nothing you can do about it. Whether you like them or not, you have to admire them for that matter. They are beautiful and unique. Oh yeah. Even the young girls don't have to grow to be 20, 25, 30 before they begin to develop curves. Oh no. You can find a grade 7, 8, 9 girl student, and she looks so mature and appears like a grown-up woman with curves and huge backsides and all that. And so seeing them walk in groups in short uniforms, I'll be like, hey, where are these ones coming from? Are they from school? Or they are acting movies in... It's like their uniforms are too short. Oh yeah. Their uniforms are very short and skinny. And when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was maybe a particular school that dresses like that. And so I was like, which school is this one? I am buying their form and enroll myself in the next academic year. That was just by the way. Until later, I got to find out that it's like a national thing. It's like almost every school here in South Africa has got their girls dressed like that. I remember there is this girl that lives in my area here. When I saw her for the first time going to school, I was like, hey, come, I'm free with them. Yeah, we've become friends, you know. Yeah, like area friends and all that. So, like neighbors. Yeah. And so I was like, hey, come. Why are you wearing this short skirt? It's like, how? I said, did your mom see you when you were leaving home? He said, yes. And what did she say? He said, she didn't say anything. I said, is your uniform not too short for you? He said, no. And I said, your mom didn't say anything. He says, yes, even their time, this is the same thing that they wore. So, a grade 8 student, look at what she's telling me. I was like, hey, me too. Yeah, a village boy from Ghana, why don't I mind my business? You see that thing? A village boy from Ghana who has come to another person's country. Instead of minding my own business, I won't do. The Ghana and West Africa in me won't allow me to swallow my curiosity. Look at this. Well, I may not know. Maybe the girls' uniforms are short and skinny because they have grown since the item was bought. Just as how children are inclined to do. And maybe new uniforms are yet to be bought. Or maybe, just maybe, it has something to do with South African culture that girls has to dress that way to school. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that is what I heard some time ago. I stand to be corrected though. Yeah, I heard it. Because for me, sincerely, I think some of the girls want to be noticed. And so they deliberately shorten their skirts. Or it may be down to build. For Christ's sake, some of these girls surprisingly have large backsides, which the skirts struggle to cover adequately. And so, as a citizen of Africa and a Ghanaian, I look at them through the lenses of safety and future of these girls. And I ask myself a lot of questions that I don't understand why an elementary or a high school or a grade 7, 8, 9 student girl should wear a mini skirt to school. It is as if the system is deliberately trying to make them look sexy and vulnerable to sexual and gender-based attacks. I mean, we all know what kind of attention women generally attract when they wear mini skirts. Of course, I'm not saying they shouldn't be allowed to wear whatever they choose. They should. Yes, but why make our children wear such a provocative outfit in a world where there are a lot of men who rape and abuse women without even being excited by some sexy outfit? So this is where we draw the curtains, guys. Yeah, thank you. I don't want the video to be too long, and so we will end it here. Yeah, if this is the first time you're coming across this channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you found the video interesting, please consider subscribing and give this video a like, and let's take this video viral. Yeah, I know you guys have missed me a lot. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been like 3 months since I posted a video. Yeah, I just recently posted one last week. Yeah, as to why I've been absent for so long, I will maybe explain it in one video. I will make a video and then explain why. I went through a lot. A lot has happened from December, January, February, March. In this 4 months, hey man, it hasn't been easy for me. I've gone through a lot. Oh yeah. And so I will make a video out of it and then I will explain it. I will tell you what I went through and why I've been absent and why I've been silent and why I've not been uploading. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been God. It's been God. And so definitely I'll make a video and then explain everything. Yeah, maybe in the next video, probably. Yeah. And so I'll end this particular video here. I had wanted to tell you why in this video, but it will be too long. I have a lot to talk about. Oh yeah. Yeah, I went through a lot, man. It wasn't easy. But in all things, we should give thanks to God. Thank God that I am back now and I'm back for good. We are here to make good videos and beautiful content. Yeah. And so always remember that there is a God who has created his earth and given you power to create your own space. And so whatever that your hands shall find doing shall be blessed. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.